We are Emilian
and Silviana Carter,
the founders of Feel and Grow Rich project and the authors of the upcoming book called Feel and Grow Rich.
It is a great honor to introduce you to
Dr. Naomi Dongelmans,
a medical doctor, best-selling author of the book Reinvigorated Caregivers, speaker, coach, dancer. Mission: lower dementia with 80%.
Yes. Welcome, Dr. Naomi Dongelmans.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about your background for our audience?
Yes, I mean, you already had a great introduction. So, but to go more into detail about like my mission right now and my book. So it's for caregivers of people with dementia. And yeah, I'm a medical doctor in the Netherlands. And what I noticed that sometimes, I mean, it's going up and down with the patients you see, but I saw so many people with dementia struggling. Here in the Netherlands, actually, we have a lot of people that they want to have the people live at their own houses as long as possible. But especially with dementia, it can be hard. And I had also like 2 grandmothers with dementia. So I saw my grandfather struggling and my family. So I wanted to help caregivers because now like 1 in 3 caregivers of people with dementia, they will get a burnout. So I want to also avoid that.
Wow, amazing.
What inspired you to write the book?
Yeah, so it was mainly actually that, first of all, that I had 2 grandmothers with dementia. And then I saw so many people struggling to, well, like juggle all the balls, try to be there for the person with dementia, but also, well, look after themselves. Because I always say like it's in a plane, if you don't like take the oxygen first, then you cannot help other people. So I wanted to give tools to caregivers to, well, to get more energy, to be more, to have more self-esteem and to have more power to really help their loved ones.
Wonderful. What can you tell us about your book?
Well, it's not like a real book to read, like it's like a novel, but it's really like a handbook. So it's like a step-by-step program, you can say it. So people, if they read it, they can read like certain subjects in certain chapters. I have a lot of QR codes with links to downloadable checklists or videos or whatever. So it's a really practical book for caregivers.
Excellent.
What are your top 3 priorities in life?
My top 3 priorities is actually that I have to make sure that, well, just be kind to yourself. I think that's I mean, I've done the same thing. I've always been like giving, forgetting about myself. And so that top number 1 should be yourself. And then I love my partner, so I want like family. That's really important. And another priority is that like my health and other people's health. And so I eat healthily and I move a lot. I try to sleep well and things like that. So myself, family, and yeah, general health.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
What are the habits that led to your success?
The success in with dementia caregiving.
Yes.
Well, some habits actually are good, but they can not always be maybe the best, because sometimes they can also be like a bad habit. For example, that if I focus on something, I just go for it. And I'm a perfectionist. So it's good in one way, because I just want to go and finish it. on the other hand, it's not the best thing because I procrastinate a bit. So it's better to, so a good habit is that I always focus on my goals and try to go for it. And the habits that actually led to success in, well, having a big dance school and being a doctor and stuff like that, was that I was eating healthily. Yeah, what I said, like the lifestyle habits I created for myself. Sometimes I change my habits because then I don't feel comfortable with those anymore, or they don't bring me enough anymore. For example, I did meditating for a long time, and then after a while I didn't feel so relaxed anymore to meditate. So now, for example, I prefer to do more stretching or go into nature. So I always replace something with another thing. But and other things is, yeah, nutrition. I mean, if you nurture your body, then it's so much better. Yeah, you get so much more energy. And yeah, you said that you were vegan, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you probably get a lot of energy as well just by eating the right
Yes.
nutrition.
Yes.
Yes. This is great.
Great. Dr. Naomi Dongelmans, what keeps you awake at night?
What keeps me awake at night? Right now, quite some things, health related, but also like what's going on in the world with the whole COVID things. And of course, I mean, Romania is closer to Ukraine and Russia, but all the things that is going on. And I don't want to pick a side, but it's just like so many things are just not right at the moment. And I want to help and treat COVID patients, for example. And sometimes it's not, the government has other things in mind, so they don't make us just treat our patients. Yeah, and that concerns me quite a lot. So that keeps me awake. Not always, because I try to just get rid of it. But yeah, that's one thing that it's, can keep me awake.
Awesome. What advice would give to someone starting out?
Starting out with the book journey?
Yes.
Or yes.
Or
well, don't be a perfectionist. Trust your journey, know what you want to say to the world, and then just write it and get it out as fast as possible. And then, I mean, you can still have your editor and everything to help you with the details, but you just need to get it out. Because actually what I did, because I thought, why me? Am I good enough? So I just let it, I finished it, and then I didn't touch it for 3 years. Wow. And then said, okay, Naomi, where's your book? And then actually within like 2 nights, I really finished it, because there's always something you can change or rewrite. But I mean, people don't see the differences, so just get it out.
Amazing. Oh, thank you.
What was something that you had to give up to get where you are today?
Well, not much actually, because everything I do is what I do with love and with passion. And I mean, I love traveling, and I did that like till COVID. I traveled a lot, and I did that and still building my businesses or working as a doctor. I think you can have it all. You just sometimes need to change a bit, but yes, I don't think, I mean, of course, there's always, I always try to, do you know the wheel of life? It's like you can say, okay, how is my health? How is my family, my social life and business? And then it should be in balance, more or less. So I evaluate that every month. And sometimes I see, okay, I didn't put too much focus on my family, for example, or I didn't work out a lot, as much as I wanted. But I try to keep everything more or less in balance. Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent.
What is the story behind your success?
Difficult question. I think that if you do things with passion and love, and if you give your energy and be real, be authentic, then people will feel the way you are. And also, don't try to chase people and try to help everyone, because I mean, sometimes people are just not like you. You have a different vibration or whatsoever. So just help the people who want to be helped. Or, I mean, in the beginning, I always wanted to, especially when you're starting, you want to get everyone's attention. You want to help everyone, but then you need to be kind to yourself as well. So it's better to work with people who resonate with you, because that's so much better for the both of you.
Yes.
So yeah, follow your gut feeling.
Wow. Very
Yes.
important.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
What mistakes have you made along the way?
A lot. Well, my motto actually always been like, make as many mistakes as fast as possible, because then you can grow faster as well. But the main thing actually is that I think I trust people too easily, and I didn't really always like follow my gut feeling. Now I do that. Hopefully I do it much better. So that's one thing. And yeah, the mistakes, what I said, that I don't finish things. Like, for example, the book, I didn't like send it for 3 years. And yeah, that's my problem actually, is that I like too many things. So I mean, yeah, I had the dance school and I was a doctor as well, and did all those other stuff. I like too many different things, and I start new projects all the time, and I don't really finish, well, many of them. So yeah, I should just finish one thing first, then go to the next thing.
I understand you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an entrepreneurial thing, I think.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, yes.
What did you have for breakfast today?
Actually, I don't eat breakfast. I fast every day. It's not like that I always have like 16 hours, but I try to be as close to 16 hours. But I mean, if I feel eating, then I can eat. But normally, I think I ate at 1:30.
Yes.
And I start my breakfast then was like a big, well, I fry it with olive oil or coconut oil, lots of vegetables and some eggs. I'm not vegan.
Okay.
So I break my fast with well, normally actually I do it with a fruit or like a vegetable shake. My partner makes it like every other day, but today we didn't have enough, so we thought we just start with the vegetable and egg thing. But normally I start with that and then have the veggies.
Excellent.
Excellent. Dr. Naomi, if you could start all over again, what would you do differently?
I would work on my mindset first, get rid of that mini me, and just go and finish. And listen more to my mentor. Yeah.
Okay.
So just go and yeah, have more self-esteem and just go. Trust yourself, trust the journey.
Brilliant.
Yes, excellent.
How do you push through your worst times?
There are different things. Like what I said, before I used, for example, to meditate, but now I prefer to maybe jump around or turn on some music and do some dancing, crazy dancing. Yeah, or singing. I'm not a good singer, but I love like singing to music I like, and then it gives me some energy. And my partner, he's a really big help in, well, getting my frustrations back in place or whatsoever. And yeah, so he's a good, I can talk with him, and he can just, he's also so kind, and it's really nice to have him along my side.
Awesome.
Awesome.
How do you deal with daily stress, and what do you do to make each day enjoyable? You told already.
Yeah, I told some things already, yeah. But other things, I mean, I have some routines. I can still improve my routines, but what I do, I love to, well, again, wake up with my partner, cuddle a bit, and then start practicing Portuguese. So that's for me like a good start of the day to focus on that language. I mean, I've lived in Brazil for a while, so I know some Portuguese, but now that's like the Brazilian Portuguese, and I try to speak more Portuguese. Oh. So, but for me, it's good to start a day relaxed with some Portuguese, sometimes some workouts, either stretching or yoga, or yeah, something that like gives me a little boost, and then start working on my projects, and yeah, and then halfway have a good meal, like my breakfast. And then now I finally the weather is getting better, so around 3 o'clock in the afternoon I have some sun at the balcony, so I just go and sit there and enjoy the sun. And yeah, I mean, I love sun, and it gives me so much power and energy. Yes. So yeah. And I love D. Yeah, exactly. No? Vitamin D is really important for your immune system, and yeah. And furthermore, but I do it like once or twice a week, and that's boxing. It gives me, well, it's tiring, but it gives me a lot of energy as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Excellent.
Nice.
If you would have a world microphone for a few minutes, what would you say to the world?
3 minutes. A few minutes. Well, what would I say? I mean, on one hand, I want to say a lot, but first, I think that's like the theme where I'm working on right now is like, be kind to yourself. Make sure you've got some me time every day, because you need it. It's not like luxury, but it should be like a habit to give yourself some me time. And if it's like reading a book, or like singing or dancing or taking a bath, or yeah, just jumping up and down in the garden, but just do something for yourself that you can like reload, get the stress out. And yeah, I think because now, and turn off the TV. Don't, because there's so much negativity.
Yes.
Yeah, just be with yourself, and try to, because now there's so much negativity everywhere. So try to be kind to yourself, because otherwise it's bad for your immune system, all the stress, all the fear, and yeah, you don't want to get ill right now. So
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Yes. How did you extend or expand your paradigms or belief to achieve or to fulfill your dreams?
So how do I like what my next steps are for extending my dream? Yeah. Well, actually, right now I'm working on different programs about gut health, the microbiome. So that's like the microbiome is all the bacteria and viruses and yeast and everything that lives in your skin, in your belly. And I think that's really, really important for, well, a lot of diseases like Alzheimer's. If you're good for your belly, you're good for your brain, actually. So many different, also other mental illnesses are, well, based in the gut. So if you're good, happy belly, happy brain, I say.
Yes.
So I want to expand that more, get that knowledge out, and also work more on like caregivers burnout prevention. So now I will focus first on one program, get it out, and then the next program, because now I'm also working on too many. And
Awesome.
yeah. So focus.
Yes.
Okay. How can people find you?
I've got a website, actually. That will be out next week, the new website, and it's called reinvigoratedcaregivers.com. And there they can find the information about mainly caregivers and dementia, but more like the gut health and the stress program that will follow. So reinvigoratedcaregivers.com, my book here.
Yes. Congratulations, and thank you for giving us this wonderful interview.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me. And well, I hope your new book will come out soon, and lots of people will benefit from that as well.
We hope.
Green and Grow Rich. Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
We hope.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you too.